the 2020 C8 Corvette, aka the Ferrari Killer, aka the car scene stealer, with 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. The C8 will harness the power of gravity to force a smile on your face as you are violently thrown back into your seat, being propelled from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. The Corvette has never been so driver-focused before. The C7 has always had the interior somewhat steered towards the driver, but in the C8, that concept is amplified with what can almost be considered a barrier between the driver and passenger, lined with climate controls and all of the usual controls that you would find in the center of the dash. That being said, the Corvette interior is nothing short of stunning. Just to show y'all a couple little quirks about the car. You open the door from up underneath here. It's a little touchpad button. Another shot of the interior. Right here is where you open up the frunk. It's called a frunk because it's in the front, but it's a trunk. As you can see, because this is a mid-engine vehicle, the first mid-engine Corvette ever, the engine is in the back, and I'll show you that now. Back here, next to the front button, up underneath it actually, is the engine bay, or actually the trunk and the engine. I'll show you that. Back here. So, you have the engine. First mid-engine Corvette. And here is the trunk space. This is big enough to put 2 normal sized luggage bags. We was able to get the luggage back here perfectly. They both slid in perfectly. So decent amount of trunk space. The front is pretty small, the one in the front. I will say that I believe that there's more room in my C7 Corvette in the back, because I did some serious grocery shopping with my C7. So I definitely think they went backwards in the storage department, but they did it for a good reason, I guess. It added to the looks and the aesthetics of the vehicle. But that engine in the back is beautiful. Get you a nice view of the rear. I will say that when I first seen the rear end of this Corvette in pictures and videos, I didn't like it. It looked too much like a Camaro, but in person, it's definitely a lot better. A lot better. I mean, this thing looks mean. I do still like the rear end of the C7 more than I do this. I don't know why. But like I said, I got mine on order. So hopefully I'm on a waiting list. Hopefully they'll call me so I can get my C8 and put alongside my C7. This is a beautiful car. As y'all can see, we got the quad exhausts, but instead of like the C7 that I own, they're 2 on each side. 2 there, 2 there. Whereas the C7 has them 4 right in the middle, which I prefer actually. I think that was a back step right there. The 4 in the middle, man, that just looks way more mean than the 2 on that side, 2 on that side. I think they should have kept it 4 in the middle, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick start up. Let y'all see how mean this thing sound when you start it up. It's not a cold start, but still sounds pretty good. Let me explain something to you. The C8 Corvette is an absolute monster. And I really can't put words to describe it. This thing is a beast. Hey, listen, on everything, Ferrari, Porsche, McLaren, Lamborghini, all of them, man, they need to watch out, because they is not playing with this. This thing is almost, it feels wrong. You know what I mean? The power in it just feels wrong. It doesn't feel like a Corvette should have this type of power. And I mean, the torque and just the way it throws you back in your seat is something that you never see in anything other than something that is considered a supercar. This is definitely a supercar. I promise you. If people was questioning this car before and wondering if it was a supercar or not, man, the C8 shut all of that down.